What is going on, guys? So as many of you guys know, my original Galaxy Note 4, I couldn't use it anymore. I formatted it last year after last summer, and then it got blocked. I couldn't get past the Samsung security software that they have. Keep putting my account, but it just doesn't let me continue. It doesn't give me any information. I went to eBay and I found another Note 4. It's not on the best condition, but at least I'm gonna see if I can make it work. It is from T-Mobile, so I'm hoping I can use it with my current provider, and we'll see where it goes. So let's open it up and see how it looks. I ended up paying, it was about $84, 90 something with shipping and everything. All right, so it looks like there's no box. It just looks like they just put some bubble wrap. All right, so here it is. So one thing that they did disclose to me or on the listing was that the back was pretty sticky. I mean, I had some excuses as of, oh, the case is getting old. I think that was just making up some stuff. Looked like this phone got like soda or definitely something in the back, but it is pretty sticky. But it's okay. I mean, I'm gonna see what I can do with it, and we'll go from there. One thing that I also noticed on the listing, like right in the top, I already knew it was kind of like the paint was already coming off a little bit. Same on the bottom. Important thing, like it is supposed to have the S Pen, so it does have the S Pen. It doesn't go in there in and out as smooth as the Note 4 that I have here. This one just feels premium, but let's keep digging into it. So I can tell, yeah, it is a little bit beat up. It's not on the best conditions, but it's okay. Let's check out the inside and see. It does come with a battery. Let me see. Remove the battery. They also mentioned that it did have the watermark. It had a little bit of water, but I'm sure this phone got wet. But as long as it works, I'm fine. Now I can tell you just by looking at it, the end tips. The end tip is broken. They didn't disclose this on the listing, but definitely I'm gonna have to find some end tips. And you guys, we already know what happened with the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. Samsung didn't provide it, so this is something that a lot of us are gonna run into the future. We're gonna have to end up paying more money to get the extra end tips. All right, moment of truth. We're gonna power it on and see if it works. And it doesn't have any power, but that's okay. Now check this out. So I just actually noticed that there is a grain of rice embedded right in the hardware. So it looks like this phone was it had some kind of water damage, and I'm sure they put it inside a bag of rice, and somehow it's working a little bit here and there with a bunch of issues with the hardware, and then I guess they decided just to sell it. But it's funny how they even forgot to remove the rice completely. As you can see, there's a grain of rice right here on this side. Let's see if it will power on now. Okay, it's coming on. Hopefully it does have the original Samsung software. All right, so another thing, it has a pretty bad image burn. See, the phone didn't even come on. Yeah, this phone is not good. I think I just got robbed pretty bad. And it has the normal issues that the Note 4 has. I think I actually made a video about this before. Make sure you guys go check it out. But this is one of the problems that Samsung Note 4's had. Basically, there's a part with the hardware that will go bad, and it would just cause the phone to restart on its own. But definitely this phone is bad. It doesn't even power on. Wow, not good. So I don't know what else to do. Let's turn it off. And just to be fair, I mean, when I got it, I want to be fair to the seller. They did disclose that they did have an image burn. They mentioned that there was going to be a watermark. And they also mentioned that the back panel or the back cover, it was pretty sticky. I mean, they kind of sugarcoated everything like, oh, it's not a big deal. It looks good, but it's pretty bad. I mean, it's bad. The image burn, it's there. You can see it. It's not a little bit. It's pretty sticky in the back, and it's not because the back cover is getting old. It is because it's someone dropped some coke on it or dropped something that it's there. Uh, but we're gonna check out the phone. I already I left it charging for a little bit, so it seems like the charging port works pretty well. I mean, I got about 8%. All right, so let's check it out. I mean, we know that the S Pen it's working. It doesn't have the NT, but it is still. I guess it has a little bit of it left. Hopefully it won't scratch the screen, but it's already pretty scratched. We're gonna test out the audio real quick. I noticed I've been playing with it and I noticed there's some issues with the audio, so let's give Samsung a call. There's gonna be some issues with the speaker. Giving them a call right now. There's no audio. Cool speaker didn't work.
Send me to one of our Samsung Pros. Please tell me two
You
things.
activate the speaker.
What product are you calling about and why you're calling?
There's no audio coming out of the phone. So definitely there's some hardware issues with this device. I don't know why they even tried to sell it. We're going to do one more quick test. We're going to plug it into some earphones and see if the audio works there, just to show you that I'm not making stuff up.
If you hear this message, your audio equipment and browser will send. Enjoy.
So you can see, plugging in the headphones, audio works. If I take them off, it's kind of weird because if I was to just basically get a notification like a text message, I can hear the notification, but if I use it as through one of the apps, the audio doesn't work. So here's an example, right? Ringtone is working, but the media audio is just not coming out. Notifications as well. I tried it earlier, it was working. Here you go, notifications. See, the notifications do work. Here we're doing another test of the audio. Nope, we cannot hear. Definitely another issue with this device. So let's check out the camera. That's one thing I'm curious. So yeah, I mean it's taking a picture. Took a picture, of course. Let's flip it around. Get a picture on the other side of the camera. Well, that did not look good. It basically, the phone just restarted. That's not good. It's just basically rebooting. There you go. It's going into that boot mode. It just keeps rebooting. So it is gonna have that known issue with the bootloader. Well, I forgot what it was called, but yeah, this was very well known with the Note 4s. I just don't believe how they were trying just to sell it, because it is defective. Well, sadly I was looking forward to it, so I guess I'm gonna have to reach out to the seller and see what's gonna happen, because apparently this phone it's worthless. It's nothing you can do with it. It's just gonna keep restarting, and that's what's just gonna keep doing. It's a known issue with the Note phones. So the battery already got some use. It was about 10%, but it looks like it is gonna be defective. It has that bootloader issue that the phone just basically restarts on its own, and it gets in that bad loop, and it's a known issue. But a lot of you guys that had a Note 4, you heard of it. It happened to many of you guys. Some of you guys that watch the content have mentioned before that this happened to your Note 4 before. I just didn't believe that they will still sell Note 4s on eBay, but yeah, it's doing it. It just keeps restarting, keeps doing that loop thing. I'm gonna reach out to the seller and see what they tell me, but definitely I'm gonna get my hands on a good working Note 4 just to make sure we'll replace this one. I'm not gonna let go of it. It's just it's a classic. But there you go, guys. Now you know, if you decide to buy a used phone in the future, just keep that in mind. I mean, there's so many things that can go wrong. Phone might be blacklisted, image burn. You just got a defective device that, you know, you may think it's working, but it's not. Let me know in your comment section below. What do you guys think? You think it was crazy for me to go back and buy another Note 4? Or what are your thoughts? Where should I go find one, or where should I go look to get a good working Note 4 phone? Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.